Right. My name is Douglas Hill. This is going to be my debugging video. So here we have the debugging program as downloaded from iLearn. So here I have my breakpoint. So I'm going to go ahead and debug. So here it starts at this line. It creates a string. The current date and time is equal to this function, which will give it the current date and time. But as of right now, it's not equal to anything because it has not um, executed yet. So we're going to step over that. So now it has given it the current day, which is Friday, September 15th. So we will step over that one more time. And now we executed this line here, which we can see here is now executed here. So if we step over again, this line here is creating the numbers array, but you can see that the numbers are not actually set to what's actually in the uh, the array here. They're just random numbers currently. So after we step over that, we can now see that the array at this memory address is given these values from 1 to 10. So now we're going to step into the function, which is a for loop. So it received this count variable, um, and then here's the array. So we're going to step over that again. It's going to set the sum equal to 0. We can see again, initially it didn't have the value of 0, but after we step over, it will now have a value of 0. So this sets the integer I equal to 0. I is less than count, which is, again, in this case, 10. So it's going to go from 0 to 9. And then the integer I used here in numbers is going to grab the indexes of all the arrays. So we'll step over one more time. So we can see that an int is set to 0 currently. And the count again is 10. I is 0, grabbing index 1. So numbers 0 is 1 from the array. Sum is 0 currently. And then after we step over again, we step over this line, we can now see the sum is 1. So if we step again, we can see the count still is 10. I is 0 because it has not been incremented here yet. So now I has been incremented. So now we're going to grab the next number in the array. Sum is currently 1. So as we step over that line there, we can say that sum is now going to be incremented again by 2. So we can step over this, and we can see that each time I increases, numbers I increases, and sum will increase. And it will go until sum is equal to 55. So now it's exited the for loop. We'll step over that. We will return the sum back to line 43, where the total, which currently has no actual value put into it yet, after we step over that, it will now be set to what the return value from the function was. And now after we step over line 45, we can see that it has printed to the console. The total is 55. And that is it.